Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
The 618 CJ Nasello. It's our daily show right here on RiverBender.com, Roku TV, anywhere. The millions plus that have tuned in this year. Thanks for hanging out with me. We got a great show for all of you guys today. We're going to be talking to Michael Ward, Downtown Country Christmas here in just a couple of seconds. And then right after that, in the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to be talking to Sydney Sinks, Blog Talk, and having some fun on this Friday. Some conversations that are intermixed from the past couple of weeks, also a part of it as well, and really just a great time to be a part of this Friday morning. I hope all of you had a great Thanksgiving, and I really hope that all of you also have a wonderful Black Friday shopping experience. But also remember tomorrow, the Green Gift Bazaar here in downtown Alton, where you can shop small businesses. Remember, Small Business Saturday is tomorrow, and make sure you're helping the ones that help our community the most. We'll take a quick break here on this Black Friday morning. We'll come back, and we'll come back with more Daily Show right after this in the heart of the 618.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, we have liftoff, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Dibs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Welcome back to our Daily Show. Here's CJ.
It's a living thing. It's a terrible
The countdown is on to November the 30th. Downtown Country Christmas Festival is celebrating its 10th anniversary. Michael's on the line now. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hanging in there. You know, always great to talk to you about the Downtown Country Christmas Festival, and really just another great event that's getting ready to take place on November the 30th. How are we all feeling about it?
Oh, it's going to be great.
And take me through the preparations this year. I know that there's so much going on. Where do we start?
Yeah, so they've been preparing in Jerseyville for about 9 months. And we have reached out to a number of sponsors. That's our first step. It's completely supported by the business community and the city, the county, and the business association. So they really come out for us and allow us to do this for the kids.
Well, and as we're seeing on the screen now, the 2024 theme, A Walk Down Memory Lane, this is going to be really cool. And the way that the square's set up and the way that the city of Jerseyville is set up, it's a really perfect Hallmark-esque, style for this event, Michael.
Yeah, it definitely is. That's the biggest comment we usually get.
And coming up, kids' activities, inflatables, entertainment, Santa photos, hay rides, movies at the Stadium Theater, also that Halloween parade, or holiday parade, excuse me. But what type of kids' activities are coming down the pipeline?
Yeah, so our volunteers revamped everything. We have brand new inflatables. Nothing really stayed the same. We kept a few of the interactive games that the kids really enjoyed, but they've added a couple Grinch-themed items and some smaller, like hands-on games for kids. But yeah, it's really going to be an enjoyable day. I think there's over 25 different options for kids to, enjoy while they're there. And yeah.
That's incredible. And I really love the movies at Stadium Theater. Do we know what's going to be screening?
Yeah, we went back to the very first movie we ever showed as the Downtown Country Christmas Festival, The Polar Express.
That's super cool. And how is the committee feeling with this being the 10th anniversary? Has this been, a big priority, a big deal for everybody?
Yeah, it really has. We're also in a little bit of a transition because I'm officially retiring this year.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. After 9 years of doing it, I wasn't a part of the very first year. But yeah, I'm retiring this year, and our Vice President, Beth McGlasson, who also is involved in the Jersey County Arts Council and the Jersey County Historical Society, she's taking on the role to bring this back for its 11th year.
This is super cool. And how are you feeling as you're passing the torch off?
I'm feeling great. They're a very capable group of people. They really do care about the community and the visitors that come. And this is, outside of the Jersey County Fair, this is the biggest event in Jerseyville all year.
100% over. And it's a great way for the local businesses that are there to showcase their, storefronts off too. Is it an exciting time for them? Have you had a chance to talk with a few of the business owners?
I know some of our volunteers have. The business owners love this weekend. They say they do a dramatic uptick in sales, and we hope that they do that again this year. It is Small Business Saturday, and that was one of the main reasons this day was chosen way back when. But it's really worked out well for us because for a while we were the only Christmas festival on the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. The first couple of years, we were the only one.
And see, everyone just keeps, when they know it's a good idea, everyone jumps on it, don't they, Michael?
Amen. Yes, they do.
Well, and also, it's a great time to talk about the celebration of lights, those bright night events. Starts on the 30th of November, runs until Christmas. And take me through the lighting displays. Yeah,
so this year we actually have quite a few. They're smaller, but they're brand new displays. I think there's about 7. They're all located out at Dolan Park, which is east of town on June Street. And it's a free lights drive-through. Included in that is a 22-foot dancing Christmas tree. The lights will move to music. That usually happens every half hour from about 5:30 to 11. And then it kind of pauses and goes to sleep for the night. But yeah, it's all free. We just function on donations. So there are donation boxes out there, and we really do appreciate people kind of supporting us because we we use that money every year to make sure that this is a free event for children.
Well, and that's such a really great point to make, too, is the fact that this is a great opportunity for anybody to come down and have, that opportunity to make this a fun holiday experience with money being tight for so many families, man.
Yeah, definitely. And that was the goal from the beginning. It was a way for the business community and the, families of the area to connect. And they still do that because their support allows us to get the blow-ups and buy the prizes. When a child comes to the festival, they don't have to spend a dime. In fact, one of the youth groups from the Catholic churches in town, they're giving away free hot dogs and water and chips to every kid who wants it. So
that's cool.
I mean, it's a big family event.
100% over. And that's just a really another great notch in the belt for why the festival is such a great event, too. And with that being said, food truck's going to be there. Who are we going to be seeing bringing us some good food?
Yeah, we have our local eateries, of course, Casa Tequila and the
Michael, are you still there? Michael, are you still there, ma'am? Oh, we just lost Michael. So why don't we do this? We'll take a little bit of a break. We'll come back and we'll wrap up that conversation with Michael Ward and Downtown Country Christmas Festival coming down the pipeline and just a couple of days here. And it's such an exciting event. Michael's call just dropped, but we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more of them right after this on RiverBender.com and on Roku TV.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off dog walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway.
Welcome back to our daily show, Conversations continuing with Michael Ward. And, Michael, getting back into Downtown Country Christmas Festival, we have a couple more things to talk about. What are some of the FAQs to note for the families about maybe some parking options and, just some of the logistics of this great event?
Yeah, so there's parking all over downtown Jerseyville. There's signs posted on the street lamps. It's off of the main drag. I would go up towards Lions Club Park. You're going to want to be up that way anyway when Santa arrives via survival flight at 1:30. So that's a great place to park. And then it's just a short block and a half walk down to the actual festival area. But there's also parking a little closer across State Street, and you can cross at one of the many crosswalks there. Whenever everybody arrives, for a kid to participate, they just need to check in, and the parent or guardian should sign a waiver for us, just allowing them to be a part of the festival and, using our games. And they'll also receive a wristband, which kind of tells our volunteers that they've filled out the proper paperwork to go ahead and enjoy the festival. But yeah.
What ages do you recommend parents to start bringing their little ones? Is it for all ages?
It's for all ages because some of the bounce houses, actually, we have a Tiny Tots bounce house. So it's like 4 and under. And then we kind of divide it up like that so that it's a little easier on the parents.
See, I like that a lot. And I love the fact that, really, just on that side of things alone, that you guys have really thought through, all that you really could think of when it comes to that experience for that child. And I think it shows why this event's so successful. And before you cut out there a little bit, what food trucks were coming, just so I can clarify that for the audience?
Yeah, so we have a food truck called Rollin' Dogs, which is kind of a hot dog bus.
Oh, cool.
And then we have, I believe they're called Flippin' Fish, but I'm not going to, don't quote me on that one. But it's a fish stand local to Jerseyville. They're usually out at 16 West, the beverage location. They're coming uptown. We have Espresso Yourself Bakery is doing sweets and that sort of thing. We have a kettle corn individual. We also have one of our local families who's going to, they handle a like Mexican food truck that'll be there in downtown. And then, of course, we have the local eateries.
That's really cool. This is just going to be awesome. And honestly, Michael, what do you look forward to the most?
Honestly, it's good to see everybody enjoying themselves and getting out in Jerseyville. I mean, there's a lot going on that day. We have partnered in the past. There is a craft show at one of the local schools there on State Street, and they're going to have over 65 vendors that day. So there's something for everybody in the family to do. You may have to do it in shifts if the kids want to stay at the festival, but it's nice seeing everybody get out and really enjoy the downtown. I used to work for the city of Jerseyville, and we worked very hard to make the downtown someplace to enjoy. And it's nice now that I've moved on in my professional life that I get to come back still and help make that happen.
100% over, Michael. And really just hats off to you, the committee, the business owners, the business council for really putting on a great event. And always have enjoyed chatting with you about this. And I guess looking forward to talking with Beth next year.
Yeah, Beth's great, and she's going to take us into the future.
There you go. Michael Ward, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you on November the 30th for the 10th anniversary of Downtown Country Christmas. We'll take a quick break. More Daily Show hits you next in the 618.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off dog walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to 9:20. Wow. Happy Friday. The 22nd day of November. We are a couple of days away from the Holiday Traditions Market. You ready?
No. Almost ready.
Almost.
Yes, this next week is going to be crazy. So
what's the next week look like for you, Kristen?
Setting up all of the things that we can set up early, just making sure that all of our vendors know where we're going to be placing them, making sure that everything is ready to go. We're painting windows on Sunday.
Did you get your volunteer?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got volunteers.
I saw your Facebook post. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, we got them. So, yeah, we're going to just make it the Hallmark movie style.
Well, and you're coming off the heels of a successful Halloween event, and that was really well attended. And I can only imagine that this one's going to be fitting that same kind of mold of attendance.
Yeah, we our social media presence for this event has been kind of astounding. We have, I think, 6,000 people that are interested in the event.
That's awesome.
Just on one of our social medias. And then we have some other people doing social media for like TikToks and Instagrams and different things. So yeah, it's just kind of blown up. We got a lot of vendors this year from St. Louis, which I'm really excited to bring some from over there just so that they can see what we're doing.
Well, and that's been my whole fight with this whole thing with St. Louis is we're only a maybe 15-minute drive away. Why don't we work together more and do like takeovers and stuff? So that's really cool. What type of vendors?
We have some food vendors from St. Louis. We've got some craft vendors, just some different vendors that have done a lot of like the vintage markets and things like that. They saw our event and jumped on board.
Ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about this. How did the last year's, that was the first one, correct?
Yes, last year was the first year and it went off amazing. We had over 1,000 people that had come and everybody was very, very excited to have something like this downtown.
Well, and I just think it's a really good opportunity to kickstart the season because it's, right on the heels of December, the first day of December, and all the kids are excited. And it's a good amount of time, too, because 3 hours outside and, the end of November is pretty much all that people got for them,
Yes, definitely. I've been watching the weather like a hawk, really, really hoping that we boost those temperatures a little bit because right now it's not looking too warm, but that's okay. It's gonna turn around and it's gonna be awesome. And I'm really excited. This year, along with having a lot of the St. Louis vendors, we really touched with a lot of other businesses, not just downtown. So I'm really excited to be able to get the entire community involved. We have a couple different businesses. I know that America's Best is jumping in, Woodriver Chiropractic, and just all these different ones from all around the city are coming to be there and to help do different things.
That's really cool. Well, if you're just tuning in, if you want to be a part of carriage rides and photo opportunities, letters to Santa, where does that take place?
So everything is on Ferguson and First Street.
Really cool.
We literally have
just
everything right there.
Just like the Halloween event?
Yeah.
It makes it easy.
Definitely. So we are shutting down the road basically from the post office to Rachel's Coffee. And we'll have vendors and everything there. We have reindeer this year. Santa's reindeer are bringing the sleigh early.
Wow.
So yes, they're doing a solo, flight, getting it ready. And then our fire department is bringing Santa in on the fire truck. So
this is so cool.
Very excited to have Santa there and his reindeer and a lot of other people and characters and things coming. And yeah, it's going to be really, really fun.
Well, it's also good for the individuals that are going to take a look around at all the businesses too.
Absolutely.
Because this is the most important time of the year for so many. And, this is no better opportunity for those businesses either.
Yeah, it's, and I like doing it the day before Small Business Saturday.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It just kind of, reminds people, oh, yeah, I need to stop by Cleary's or I need to stop by Downtown Delights and grab a couple things. And it just really helps, I think, with morale from downtown, but also just residents that sometimes forget that we've got some really great businesses downtown.
Well, and I love the relationship building that the interactiveness really creates with it, too. That's
Absolutely.
huge.
Yeah. Yeah, we, just the relationships that we have right now, everybody just jumps in and is helping out. It's really, really fun.
Well, and that's what I noticed just at the Halloween event, because it was, so cool to see all the businesses and how the individuals really got so into it, and it made it fun for those kids and those families to create a relationship that's going to go a lot further than maybe just one sale would. I think that's so important.
Oh, yeah. Was that crazy or what? That was such a fun event. I love doing that event. And
How many people you say? There's like 2,500?
Yeah.
I love it.
Just trick-or-treating. So, yeah.
So who is responsible for all the glitz and glamour of this event, like the hot cocoa and the eggnog and stuff? Is it businesses coming together? Is it your guys' fun? How does that work?
It's businesses that come together. I kind of shoot out an email really early in the year and we're like, guess what? It's Christmas. And everybody really jumps on board. Rachel's has always been awesome to us. And they really push it and help with the hot cocoa and things like that. Last year, they were really center stage. They were where we started and where we ended. And this year, since we've grown so much, we extended it further down.
I love it.
So there's more warm spaces for people to go into. Sweet Tooth will be open so people can go in and hang out there. And a couple other ones are open. So yeah, there are places to stay warm. So that's nice.
Really cool. With that being said, carriage rides through town. Do we know the track?
Yes. So the carriage rides will start at Rachel's and then they go down First Street, come back. I think it's Lorena. Yeah, Lorena, and then back to Whitelaw and then back on Ferguson. So it's just a big square.
Do you advise people to get there at a certain, because I feel like this would be a line that's a little bit longer.
There is a line. Yes. Last year, the line never stopped.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, and they have 2 carriage rides coming. So there'll be 2 carriages going. And it's amazing. You know, people
How many
stood in
per
line
carriage?
and I think it's 4.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, the people stood in line and they didn't mind because it's just such a cool experience. And our public works department does an awesome job on holiday decor. So they already have the lights up and everything and it looks beautiful. So I'm really excited just for people to see just how pretty it is.
Well, it's cool for the residents too that maybe are a little bit older and don't feel like getting out in the cold. They can watch those carriages drive by if they're in the route. That's cool too.
Yeah, it's really, really neat.
Where do the kids write their letters at though? Because I know it's all on Ferguson, but is it going to be at a certain station they got to go to?
We've got a couple stations set up. So we've got an ornament station that's set up, and then we've got a letters to Santa station that has some elves that are helping them. And then we've got a mailbox that you just put them in. And from what I understand, they will probably get a letter in the mail from Santa afterward. So that's very exciting.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
How long does it take to set this up? I mean, like, I know you send the emails out early, but like at this point in time, is it we're where we need to be, or are you working hard for another 7 days?
I'll be working pretty hard, but I've got a really good group of people that are helping. And helping, like, I'll call them and I'll be like, hey, and they're like, oh God, what do you need? and they take care of it. So yeah, I love having the volunteers and just the people behind us that can really help and do the things we need.
For sure. And now the photo opportunities, are there going to be some at different participating businesses?
Yeah, so we've got different little sets basically set up so you can take different pictures. You know, we've got the things that you put your face in and you can take pictures of that. And then it looks like a big Polaroid picture. And then, of course, you know, you can get your picture with Santa and with the reindeer and all the different characters. So we'll have all of those set up.
Every time I take one, it's always with a donkey's butt. You know, like, I just feel like that's what comes out in the camera. And I'm still talking to Santa this year. I haven't forgotten. 5 to 8 p.m. I know that we're going to be out there. We're going to be having some fun out there. I'm excited,
awesome. Yeah.
you know? And I figured, what the hell? I have already gotten sick 17 times this year. I feel you were very polite to say that, you know, CJ, the last time I was here, you were sick as hell, too.
I think we were both sick last time.
You were, yeah.
Yes.
That was brutal.
It was very
See what happens
really
when you do public jobs?
I know.
Oh, man, don't come into this damn room.
We also have our tree lighting that night.
Now, does your Park and Rec do the tree, or is it Public Works?
So Park and Rec, and so it's our tree, and then Public Works and Park and Rec help put it up.
How long does it take to set that sucker up?
They're doing it today.
Wow.
So, yeah, they were going to do it yesterday, but it's a little windy yesterday.
It was.
So, yeah, they decided not to do it yesterday. They're going to get it done today, and then we'll set all the lights and make sure that they're all good.
I went home after the show because I was like, there is no way I'm going to function here today. It's just time to leave. And so I went home, but by the time I woke up from my afternoon coma, I thought there was a war going on because the wind that was smacking the house.
I know.
So with that being said, what time is the Christmas tree lighting on?
The tree lighting is at 6:30.
6:30, okay. And you can be a part of the sights and sounds of it. And I like that this is a week after Alton's, too, so we can go to Alton's today and then go to yours next week.
Exactly. And then I think the following week is Glen Carbon. So
that is their heritage market.
You can go to all different ones. So yeah,
and have fun all. See, that's where it should be, where you can just piggyback and jump off of the next town. Hey, it's 9:30. We'll take a quick break. 40 degrees in downtown Alton. That don't feel like it. We'll come back with more about the Holiday Traditions Night Market with carriage rides, holiday activities, vendors, and more. November the 29th. But we'll learn more about it after this.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off dog walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ. Welcome back. Daily Show hitting you in the nose at 9:34. Kristen back in the studio with me. So you guys have something really cool coming down the pipeline, too. Small Business Saturday is right after the Holiday Traditions Night Market. So go out, have some fun that night, and then go get some good rest and go out and shop small on the 30th, which is the last day of November. You guys are doing gift wrapping?
We are. So if you are shopping in Wood River, which we hope that you are, it doesn't matter if it's downtown, if it's anywhere in our city, you bring us your receipt, show us that you've purchased in Wood River, and we will wrap all of your gifts for you. And it's from 11 to 1. Downtown in our office at 61 East Ferguson. We've got a couple different volunteers that are going to be coming in and doing some wrapping. I have one volunteer that has said that he is the best gift wrapper.
I'm the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, God, it looks terrible.
My
I gave up.
husband loves the gift bag.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Your husband's a smart guy.
Yeah,
I become a gift bag guy, too.
Yeah, that's his kind of wrapping. But, yeah, we've got some really good wrappers and some nice paper and different things. So you bring your gifts over, we'll wrap them for you so you don't have to worry about it.
Well, and honestly, I can work some tissue paper. I can totally do that.
Definitely.
But I am the rob your neighbor wrapper because, there's no reason to make those gifts look nice anyway.
Yes.
God, I'm terrible. But that's why I love events like this, because it really gives you an incentive, honestly, to shop small, because we all know when you're wrapping your own gifts, it takes forever. ever. I mean, that is
yes.
a nightmare. And then you're, pissed at the dog as it stepped on your wrapping paper and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes. There's like dog hair in the tape.
I get it.
And,
I have PTSD from last year. But, whenever you're doing something like this and you just go stop by, I think people don't do the community thing too much. And I mean, I do, but I guess I don't realize that it's not really a thing where it's like, guys, go out to Cleary's and grab a pair of shoes for, yourself, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, and then go stop by and get them wrapped for free. And that way you can say you're supporting local. You already got your Christmas gifts tackled and you'll feel really good about it.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it's a great feeling to go and do those things.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, through the week, next week, we're going to be showcasing all the different businesses that we have and just if they have specials and things like that, just to make sure that people remember, hey, to stop into these smaller places and get your gifts because, those are helping so many other people.
Well, and the thing is, it's like I got an email and it made total sense. And I'm not going to, I'll tell you off the air who it was from, but it was from a local organization that people reached out to me and said, can you have them on because we want to get more answers to see if we can help. And they're like, hey, it's great you want to talk to me, CJ, but where were these folks for 20 years basically was the email. And it's like, for 20 years, you're going to have that same mom and pop small business supporting your little league team and putting the money into the charity coffers and everything else. But then 10 years later, when they're closed, you're going, well, what happened? And it's like, take advantage of it now. Support them.
Yeah. With my family owning a small business, we've always been very small business oriented.
Yeah.
So that just gives me the chance to, shop local and do those things
Well,
too.
and retail is getting harder and harder to be successful at.
Absolutely.
I mean, especially right now. So, I mean, and honestly, if you look on Amazon, and I don't know what happened, but it seemed like Amazon got really weird with their app. Like, I used to be able to find the best gifts, and now it's a bunch of like Temu stuff that's in the front part of it with all these bad ads. You don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And it's like, why even deal with that? Because by the time you go and pay for it on there, you're going to be spending around the same actually right now with the way prices are if you just shop small.
Absolutely.
I mean, honestly, that's the way I look at it.
Yeah. And, with the Christmas event, things like this, having a bunch of vendors and different things here, not only is good for, these people to see what we're doing here in town, but it's also just another opportunity for you to shop small.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these vendors are local. These are people that are your neighbors, or these are your people that live down the street from you that have a really cool idea and have a really cool craft that they can share with you. So I think it's really, really neat to have that.
And I think so many people, if given the opportunity, would love to support them.
Yeah.
And it's just maybe a timing thing or a scheduling thing, because some people are working, extra jobs right now, or the kids got baseball and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know how that is, and I do too. It just, you can't stop. And so whenever you have a night to where, everyone's in one place, you have the opportunity to do it. You name me one sports team that's outside, like baseball. Basketball, I'll give you a pass. But on November the 29th from 5 to 8 p.m., there ain't no practice going on.
Nope.
Go out and have fun. I mean, honestly, how many people have actually said this year, I went out and had fun? Not, well, I had to go out and do this and graft it. And you know what I'm saying? How those kind of go? It's just say you went out and enjoyed.
Absolutely.
I love this. So the horses, what type of horses are we rocking here?
I don't know. Big ones. I have no idea. I kind of have a phobia of horses, which is very weird. Yeah, I used to be able to be okay with them, but then as I got older, I don't know what it is, but just kind of steer clear of them. And
I get it. Hey, I get it. I got phobias too.
So the Christmas traditions, last year was our first year.
Yeah.
It was a great success. I think we had like 45 vendors. This year we have 72.
What? Whoa. What the hell? How are you going to fit 72 vendors on?
Very tight. Very tight.
I'm not being funny about this. That's a lot of vendors.
It is. That's why we kind of expanded. So I'm really excited.
This is incredible, Kristen.
Isn't that so cool?
Well, and think about this. I mean, I get it's not going to all work out perfectly, but take the kids, if you have one or two, or maybe you're 2 or 12 and 10, or maybe you had an older sibling or a friend that can watch them while you go and shop for people. Because if you have 72 vendors that are prepared for this and do this in St. Louis and are coming over here, this is a great chance for us to shop for Christmas and be done before it all.
Yeah, we've got some furniture vendors. We've got
Wait, what? Okay, talk to me about this. Okay.
I know, like small furniture. Yeah. We've got a guy that does wood whittling, and he'll be doing that there.
Wow.
Yeah, very cool stuff.
Yeah, that's
we've
awesome.
Got people that do crocheted stuff. We have bakers that are coming that have like the cookie decorating kits that you can buy and different different bakery items.
Oh.
I mean, we have all these different food items. The axe throwing place is coming. So, hey, be a lumberjack. Let's
How
throw
much
that in
eggnog
there.
does it take to hit the middle, I
don't know.
if it's like golf, it'll take me about 5 or 8.
Yeah, probably. Yes. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, I mean, really, this
is so
event
cool.
has so many things for so many different people. It's going to be so much fun.
Well, and I mean this. You guys, this really is your event.
It
I mean,
is.
you can't look around the community and think of anything else like it.
Yeah.
And what I think's really good is you aren't doing this December 15th, or anything close to Christmas. I mean, it's a month out, which is still close, but it's not time pressing close where everyone's in freak out mode. This is perfect. And honestly, think about this. Go and shop the downtown businesses that you all know and love. Sorry, I will die at 11:05. I got about an hour and 20 minutes left to go. But you can also find those vending options. And vendors are getting so privy to the time of the year that, I mean, like you said, from furniture all the way down to even wood whittling. Because to me, I immediately thought of something that would be like a gift for my grandpa because he has everything in the world. What do you get for somebody that has it all and really could just, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
This is perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So 5 to 8 p.m., letters to Santa. There are going to be photo opportunities. Do the kids get to meet with Santa that night too?
Oh, yeah.
In the middle of where's the location?
So Santa will kind of be walking around, but he'll also be hanging out by the reindeer, of course, with his sleigh. So you'll be able to get some photo ops there and just different places. Santa also will be handing out free passes to the East Alton Ice Arena because they got involved as well. So we're really excited. I mean, I really want to make a point to thank so many people and so many vendors and so many just other businesses and organizations that have stepped up to be a part of this. I mean, I could not do it without the city's help. The Park and Rec Department, the Public Works, they are incredible. City Hall is always behind these great events. So, I mean, really, just the partnerships and stuff that we have, it's incredible. It makes my heart happy.
Right.
Just to know that people are understanding and seeing the good things that are happening, and they want to be a part of it. And, that's what we're all about. We want it to be a big part of the community. And, we get the naysayers. Everybody does. But
believe me, I know.
Right. But really, we have so many people that are behind what we're doing. It's so exciting.
It's so cool, though, because you need nights like this. I mean, if you don't, then, I mean, the morale boosters are what really gets you through the year.
Yep.
And what better way? I mean, if you guys haven't tuned in and you're just tuning in for the first time, November the 29th from 5 to 8 p.m. in downtown Wood River, an evening filled with festive fun and cheer. Carriage rides to holiday vendors, 72 different holiday vendors. You're going to be there. You better use all 3 hours wisely.
Yes.
S'mores around the fire and a chance to send letters to Santa. Kristen, anything else I'm forgetting?
No, I don't think so.
Keep kicking butt and taking names. This is going to be exciting.
Oh, yeah. We're excited to have you down there, too.
I'm ready for it. On the 29th of November, we'll see you there for the Holiday Traditions Market 2024. Kristen, thanks for managing my nasally BS, too.
Of course.
Take a quick break. More Daily Show hits you on a Friday morning after this.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good. Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1,000,000. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Dr. Hopper, good morning. Happy Wednesday to you in downtown Alton.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for joining us. And now, where are you located in?
I'm in Springfield, Illinois.
Really cool. And now, with that being said, I got an email about your book and started reading through it a little bit and learning more about it. Let's take us right through it, an overview for our audience, if you could.
Sure. Basically, it's about bringing coaching into the classroom. I mean, I had a lot of clients when I was coaching asking me, why don't they do this in school? This would have helped a lot if I was, younger when I learned a lot of this. And so I went into the classroom. That was a second career for me to see how I could implement coaching into a classroom. And over the years, I had several experiences doing teaching AVID classes. I was able to incorporate in that. I did some leadership advisories and after school and things like that. But my goal was always to figure out how to bring it so every single teacher could do it in their classroom. And the model that I used is based on self-reflection and self-awareness. Because really at this age, when I was working with clients, they're adults who are coming to me with a lot of experience. They have a lot of knowledge. They know where they want to go. Maybe they're stuck in getting there. But when you're dealing with high school students, especially I taught freshmen and sophomores,
God love
they
you.
don't have that experience.
Right. When I wanted to ask about that too, because it seems like now with this, we talk about it all the time here on the show with medical experts and with mental health experts about the social media influence and this kind of false reality that high school students are living in. And with coaching and bringing this type of instruction into a classroom, and I'm no expert in this, but it just, kind of my thought is, could you really help maybe, or could teachers help bring kind of that just sense of grounding back to that student, regardless of whatever avenue they're in?
Exactly. And that's my point. I mean, we have social emotional learning in schools, which is basically emotional intelligence. And this is the thing that kind of kills me. I mean, we're spending our time teaching to a test so that students are prepared for college, and I get that. But there's so much more that they need to be prepared for. And part of that is understanding who they are.
Right. And there's no test for that.
And what their strengths are. We don't focus on that. In fact, we do the opposite.
Right. Well, and that's such a great point, because there is no test for who, CJ Nasello is as a human being that you could take or I could take. And just like that
high school student that's going through life changes, and they got all of these external and internal factors that are hitting them. How is the learning now? Is it really just not there yet, do you think, for all of the children, really, that it's too templated, it's too rubric for maybe a mass audience instead of maybe tailored to that individual student? That
100%.
Wow.
I mean, that's part of my complaint. And I mean, do you have children, CJ?
No, not yet.
No. Okay. Well, when you look at a young child, and I have a granddaughter, and you look at how she learns, it's through, and I don't know how you learn, but I go down rabbit holes.
Oh, me too. It's bad. Yep.
I mean, that's how you learn. You get an interest and you follow it. And like my daughter-in-law said to me, she said, geometry didn't make sense to me until I started quilting. But we don't provide those opportunities for students to really apply that learning. And I think what coaching does is it helps students identify, first of all, identify that you're not like everybody else. You don't need to be like everybody else. You just need to worry about you and how do you take care of yourself. So if you're stressed, what are some options that you can use to de-stress? I mean, we don't really afford opportunities for doing that in school. And this allows teachers just to shift your focus a little bit to, to individual personalized learning, because every person can only take care of themselves. I mean, I can't decide for you what's important to you or what you find beautiful or what your goals are. Every person has to take responsibility for their own personal growth.
And really, to follow up on that, you mentioned something, and we're talking a little bit about that teacher mindset too, and that relationship between students. And I want to talk more about the empowerment model and get into that here in a second. But, one thing that always sticks out to me, and I think the conversation is starting to become a more and more prevalent one, is that, teachers are, right now currently very underpaid, and they're going through the stresses that every one of those kids' parents are probably going through or have a relative that's going through something. And how important is it for the teacher to be mindful, but also to be taking care of their own, mental health and all of those important factors, before we can manage a classroom? Because it seems like once you lose self-management skills, you lose the ability to manage or maybe help care for that child. Exactly.
And that's why this is in coaching is a co-learning experience. Okay. So it's as a coach, I'm also evaluating myself in this process. And I often used things that I felt like I needed, like meditation. And we should be teaching students how to use meditation. We should be using methods that help calm them down before taking a test or when they're in extreme. I mean, we just don't do that. We don't allow that. We don't allow students to find out what their strengths and then use those strengths in school. And sometimes it's not academic. Sometimes it's different, or sometimes it's very nuanced. And so helping students understand that we're all here in our school. We all have our own lessons we have to learn. We all come here with our own strengths and our own experiences. And so everybody's different,
Absolutely.
and get people to feel good about that.
Absolutely. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe earlier you were talking about a story with your granddaughter about quilting. And I wanted to ask you.
Not my granddaughter. That was my daughter.
Oh, your daughter.
Quilting.
Well, it was such a great point, though, because so many people prepare differently and we manage stress differently. And, how important do you think it would be to have more of a lot bigger conversation? You're not on our daily show or not on RiverBender, but on like an actual platform with true leaders that could make that change, because it seems like, students are being taught how to fit in this kind of machine mode of here's the questions that you need to prepare for. Here's just the material we'll see on Tuesday for your test, when really that's not how life is. When you have taxes due and you can't pay your bill, you aren't just sitting there looking at your computer. You're out trying to work, or you're trying to manage your stress and make it possible.
Exactly. And CJ, if you think about it, 40% of our students don't go to college.
Wow.
So what do we have for them?
Right.
What do we have for them? What do they feel like they're getting out of it? There's no motivation there. I just was reading the other day about the report card that came out from my school district in Springfield, and we have a 42% absenteeism rate.
Whoa.
That means 5,400 kids did not go to school for 17 or more days. And I'm wondering if 40% of our students don't go to college, is there a correlation there?
That's
Are we not meeting their needs? And I don't think we are. We're not giving them enough. I personally feel every child should go, and of course I'm biased because I taught business, but should go through something similar to the work program where you learn how to buy a car and what it takes to rent and finances and how to take care of yourself. I mean, those are practical skills, but we also we know so much more in science now than we did before. For example, everything is energy. Everything is energy. So if we're energy, what thoughts are you projecting out there?
Well, and sorry.
And we can change that. We can change that.
Well, and it's such it's a conversation that's happening here in the Madison County area of Illinois, big time. And you have rural schools like in Jerseyville School District that are using more of an agricultural kind of element to it with this new technology to keep kids engaged. But also, I was in a program 7 years ago called the CEO program, and it was about running a business, and I created a business with it and all that. But to me, it wasn't really a business class. It was exactly what you're talking about, because in life you need to be able to communicate with people and not just have the hey what's up conversation, but have intellectual conversations and being able to talk about things that are a little bit touchy, or maybe things that are more kind of business like. We need to be prepared for those. And I think that with this model, or with what people could pick up out of this book, I think that a lot of it could kind of start melding into that, where it's more of just we have X, Y, and Z to obtain because the state's guidelines, and we got to get to these tests, but we really don't have to get to it in such an A to B to C to D way.
Exactly. I think that we need to provide more options for students to really explore their strengths, first of all, and second of all, to really build their own inner personal integrity about who they are. If you don't start with that, I give the example in the book, my son. Well, first of all, I have a son who didn't graduate from high school. He dropped out. And my second son decided his senior year of high school that he was going to do pre-med.
Oh.
Now, this is a child who's never shown any interest ever in medicine, but wanted to go for the money. But, that's where I feel like coaching can help. I mean, that's not your strength. That's not your interest. That's not where you want to go. And of course, he got a full ride scholarship and ended up struggling and losing the scholarship because it wasn't. And then he's got to go back to school. We're not really preparing. I mean, I remember asking students and saying, what are you going to do after graduation? And it's like deer in the headlights, They're like, I don't know. Because they don't have, all they're being offered is college. That's it. And college is great. I mean, I'm a PhD, right? But that's not for everybody. That's not for everybody. And like my son, who dropped out of high school, is actually, he went back, got his GED. He went into construction, which... but whatever. And got his GED, got his certification in computer science. He's now an IT director for a satellite company in San Francisco.
Oh, wow.
Without a high school education. I mean, and he's not the kind that can sit down in a seat for, 7 hours a day and just progress through this model of keeping everybody on the same. That's not the learner he is.
Absolutely.
But he's successful. And my other son is too. But we have to allow students to find their own way and to say it's okay. See, that's the other thing. I think we're so worried about failure that we don't promote resilience.
Right.
Right. I mean, who wants to post the picture on Facebook that says my business closed, or I just foreclosed on my house?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not really it's not taking pride in it, but it's saying it seems like at times we only post when we're smiling, and we only post the for social recognition when things are going good. But on the flip side of it, if you just say, hey, man, this has just, been a rough couple of weeks here. Hopefully things get better. You don't realize that people actually do care. And once kids do, just from what I've experienced and kind of the consultant stuff that I've done with business for younger people, is that it really empowers them to realize that failure is literally okay. And all of these famous and successful people failed all the time. It's just a matter of timing.
Exactly. And we don't allow the opportunity for students to learn from that and grow from it. And that's where I think teachers are natural coaches. They have the relationship. And newsflash, teachers did not get into the business or into education to teach to a test.
Right. Now
they came to inspire students, to help them reach their full potential. That's why it's such a perfect match for coaching.
What do how do you feel about the incentive grade now that we're just on the topic of, getting the full package? Because I've always been fascinated by this. And, I have a college professor in the family, and it just, it seems like the model is a very interesting model to look at in terms of just studies and correlations. But do you believe in an incentivized way of not necessarily rewarding students for not doing the work, but, but getting better from maybe previous tests, maybe from previous things that we're learning? If it's all put back together in the same test, does an incentive work like that?
I'm not sure I understand your question. So, I think what you're asking.
Go ahead. Yeah, what I'm asking here is, let's just say you're teaching geometry again, and your next test is a little bit of geometry and a little bit of, an add-on of geometry, because I'm not a math person. So let's just say geometry 2. It's a mix of 1 and 2. But, the student A has a terrible time preparing for it. They're trying all that they can, 65%, all of a sudden we're out of the chute on a bad, kind of run. Then the next test, though, they're like, what, let's see if I can really hone this in. They're preparing, they're studying more on their old tests. They're learning the new stuff. They get an 80%. Do you think an incentive to maybe say, hey, you learned that material again. It took you a little bit longer, but you got it right on this test. Let's give you an incentive grade there. Let's curve that up and let's kind of balance it out. Does that work?
I guess it would work. I mean, I think those types of situations depend on the buy-in, probably depends on the agreements. I mean, I think you run into issues with parents. I mean, that's always the case.
Right.
But I do think we have to come up with something different, because our kids aren't motivated.
When it seems like
they're not motivated for a test, really.
Right. And it seems like once they maybe get a bad grade on one, that's the end of it mentally for them. It's a disconnect that they are never going to repair that year.
Well, and if you keep telling students year after year after year, you're not meeting standards, you need remediation, you're weak in this area. I mean, those are all disempowering words.
Right.
We don't focus on the empowerment, which is what's missing.
And that's what I wanted to touch on, too, is that empowerment cycle, because I think that is our model, because I think that is so important to touch on, if we can lead into that.
Yes. And I'll just say, like, if you have a student who's been hearing, I'm not making standards, I'm not, am I substandard?
Right.
I mean, isn't that what's being communicated? We really need to change our language and help students feel good about where they're progressing. And that's where the empowerment model comes in, because it gives students don't feel like they have a lot of control.
Right.
Okay. This gives them control. You have control over you. You have control over what you're learning, and you're learning 24/7. So what is it you're learning about yourself? What strategies, perspectives, or abilities can you learn to help you be successful in life? Not just in school, but in life. Mm-hmm. And that's where the coaching, the empowerment model comes in, because it says, look, you have strengths, you have different things that you can do to help yourself for your own well-being, and people you can go to and things you can do. that's taking control, because we can't control what happens outside of us.
Right.
We can't.
Right.
The only thing we have control over is ourselves. So, and as a teacher, I'm the same thing. I'm looking at a student and I'm saying, why does this student irritate me so much? What is it about me?
Right.
That creates that.
Well, and that's what I think is so cool about this empowerment model, because I was going through some of the other highlights of your book, and it all ties into that model, because, empowerment and mentality is really leads into so much of stress and time management and all these important aspects of our lives, because if you're feeling down in the dumps and all of a sudden you're still working and more things are getting dumped on top of you, you're not going to be able to manage it. You're going to be stressed out even more so than when you were. And, take me through, now that you've been able to write this book and you have your coaching and teaching experience, what have you learned since then? After writing the book, has it given you a period for yourself to reflect and just observe others and see if it's capturing what you inputted into this piece?
Yes. And I think there's so much overwhelm right now in the education system.
Oh, for sure.
And it's really hard to get that piece across. In fact, I had one teacher say to me, Linda, this is all really good, but we have so many issues we have to take care of in school first before we can do this.
I get you.
But the problem is that this gets at a lot of those issues.
Right. I was getting ready to say that. It seems like if you tackle this one, then those ones that are kind of looming big, 10-year, 15-year problems, they're going to subside. Right.
Exactly. And I think if you have more than one person, if you have a group of people that are teachers or people in a building, it doesn't even have to be teachers, but who are using empowering language, who are pointing out strengths to students, who are saying it's okay to fail, and what can you do to help yourself? Can you use positive affirmations? Can you use visualization? We've got so much information. Science is telling us what we can do to help ourselves in these areas. We know that our thoughts create a lot of our world and our perception of the world, And so if I've got thinking that's not helping me, how can I change it? What can I do? And that's where I think teachers can help. You give them a smorgasbord, but you let them choose. They are the ones who are empowered to do it. And if they don't want to, they don't want to. Well,
before we get into the final part of this, I got to ask you about maybe a relationship or a conversation, because, there's teachers that I have had, when I was a freshman, when I was in fourth grade and third grade, that I remember and still talk to in the grocery store and all of that. Was there a student that maybe changed your perspective or if not changed, highlighted and maybe multiplied your thoughts on this, topic alone about coaching?
Yeah. Well, I've got a lot of stories like
that.
But the first one that comes to mind is a student who I had in middle school. And he was feeling very bad about himself. The team had gone and won state in basketball, and he was part of that team. But many of his comrades, I guess, or teammates were looking at high schools that would position them to play in college. And he just didn't feel like he was good enough to do that. He didn't know what to do with his life. He was totally lost, and he was despairing. And he was sitting in my class after the class one day after school. And so I started talking to him, and I said, but what about your other gifts and talents? I mean, you're not just a basketball player. And he really didn't know what I was talking about. Wow. He had no clue. And this is a kid who was very sensitive. He was a good listener. He had all of his friends who would come and talk to him and listen to, and he would listen to them, and he was very empathetic, and he had just a lot of good advice because he listened, and those are skills and gifts that he didn't even recognize in himself. I had another student she was a business. She was a very good student. She came up to me and she says, I don't know what career. I'm interested in a lot of things, so I don't know what career to follow. I don't know where to go. And I said, well, why don't you make a list of all your strengths and then try to match them and see what are the good fits, right? So she came up with this list and she showed it to me. The one thing that I thought she was brilliant at, she didn't have on there. And that's that for a very top student in the school who comes from a great family, she never saw differences in people ever. She would talk to someone, help someone. It didn't matter. She treated everyone the same, with the same kind regard, with the same, what a gift, what a strength, but she didn't see that in herself. And sometimes our gifts, we don't, and notice how we don't talk about it. I'll tell you that talking about strengths was one of the hardest things in my classroom.
Oh, I bet. 100%. Yeah.
Because we're real good about telling what's bad about ourselves.
It's true.
But if somebody says, oh, I really like how I managed that talk today, it almost sounds like you're conceited.
Right.
We don't acknowledge strengths. Right. And we are quick to acknowledge all the ways that we're short, that we come up short. And that was hard with kids because they had a really hard time expressing those things. And I think we need to do more of that.
100%.
And one of the things I went through with the kids to help them to be more discerning about that is, okay, if someone is bragging or being conceited, how do you know the difference?
That's true.
They can tell the difference. You can tell the difference. Somebody's trying to feel better than you.
That's true.
Right? Or if they're not, then they're quick to point out something you're good at it. If I'm just talking about a strength that I have, I'm also going to be acknowledging your strengths.
Right.
So I just think that we don't give enough encouragement, motivation, inspiration, positivity to students to help them succeed. We tell them, oh, you're weak in this area. You're not making in this, or you need to be better in this. If you want to go to a good school, you have to do this. But then we don't say all the ways that they're succeeding at that.
100.
We tend to focus on what is not working.
Well, and Dr. Hopper, thank you so much for your time. I know I told you 15 minutes, right? I had it on there for 15, but I had to keep talking to you because it's such an important conversation. And now, what's the best way for folks in our area? We're going to do a write-up on RiverBender.com and an article too. What's the best way for us to get a hands on this piece?
You can get the book from Barnes & Noble, from Amazon, from Balboa Press, which is the publisher. So it's available in a lot of places. I have a website, LindaHopperPhD.com. I will be having some trainings that will be coming up in the spring next year. And I'm available to talk to teachers anytime, any place.
In the start of 2025, we'll have to get you back on the show because I'd love to hear more about your training opportunities, because I'm sure that there's teachers that watch this show and superintendents that do too that love to learn more about ways that they could maybe help themselves and the classroom.
That's awesome. Yes, I would be happy to. I get passionate about it. I'm very excited.
It's great.
I think that this is, there are teachers who are going to take this and run with it and be so much better than I ever was at it. And I'm looking forward to that.
And that's the whole point of this. And I just think that's what's so cool. And Linda Hopper, PhD, thank you so much for your time. We'll link everything on a write-up on RiverBender.com. At 9:48, we'll take a quick pause here. More Daily Show in the Heart of the 618 continues right after these quick messages.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off dog walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Dibs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ. Welcome back, 10:38, a little bit of change. Elise with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
So, Winter on the River is your inherited project.
It is.
And we're ready for it again. I feel like we just talked about this. It's crazy how how's everything been at work?
Pretty good.
Were you in the Halloween parade?
Yes,
I feel like I did see you in the Halloween parade. We broadcasted it. It was a lot warmer than the last time.
Yes, it was much better. We weren't freezing this time.
And then how was your guys' Halloween event at the Lock and Dam?
Oh, it went really well. We got really great turnout. We're definitely going to be doing that again next year. We got a lot of good feedback on it, and we all enjoyed it a lot too.
Really cool. Well, Winter on the River, people really enjoy this too. Mm-hmm. And it's always exciting to talk about it. So fill me in, where are we at in the process? All
right. So we are currently accepting submissions for the Winter on the River photo contest. We will be accepting them through January 6th. Which, if you remember from last year, Winter on the River photo contest, basically it's a photo contest where people submit photos that have to do with the Mississippi River or the adjoining watersheds, and they have to have winter as their overarching theme. Mm-hmm. But it is open. That contest is open to ages 13 plus, and all submissions will be displayed in the National Great Rivers Museum. They'll be displayed from January 11th to March 14th. They'll be in the classroom at the museum, and so visitors to the museum can come by and see those photo submissions. So the contest, the entry fee for the contest is going to be $10 per photo for adults, and $5 per photo for youth. So that is a new category that we've added this year. We're very excited about that. So the youth category will be ages 13 to 17. They will be able to compete separate from the adults, really cool. So that they can actually have a little bit more of a fighting chance this year. Yeah, but then that allows them to kind of compete with their peers, and there will be cash prizes for both categories. So the adult cash prizes are going to be $100 for best of show or $50 for runner-up. Mm-hmm. The youth category, it's going to be best of show $50 and runner-up $25. So that kind of reflects the difference in the entry fees as well, because the adult entry fee is going to be $10 per photo. Youth entry fee is going to be $5 per photo. And both youth and adult, they can submit up to 3 photos per person.
That's so cool. Now, I like this. I like that you're splitting up the age categories now, because, man, there are some people that can really take some good shots. You know, I have no photography talent at all. Like, I don't even ask me to take a photo. It's terrible every time. But this is really cool. So last year, how good of a turnout did you have?
We had 26 entries.
You were prepared for that one.
I was. We had 26 entries. If we could double that, that would be even better this year. We're hoping that with the youth category, we are going to get a lot more turnout for it. That is the hope. We do. We require 25 submissions for the cash prizes to become available. Last year there were 26, so we're hoping to get a lot more.
Just got over the finish line.
Yeah. Yeah, and I also want to point out in years past. So the 4 categories that you can enter. There's landscape, wildlife, industry, or recreation. Those are the 4 categories for your Winter on the River submissions.
So for landscape, does that mean, so I'm not being funny here, I know it's going to sound really stupid, but like not landscape mode, right?
Landscape, like the natural landscape.
Okay, I am actually stupid. Okay.
Scenic pictures of the river. Scenic pictures of the areas around the river. Yes.
I'm very sorry for that dumb question. All right.
Yeah.
So wildlife's like the birds and all that are around?
Yes.
Now, are eagles a part of this? Because I feel like that's an automatic disqualifier, because everyone wins on an eagle, you know?
We, actually last year, I think our runner-up submission that won was of an eagle. So take that as you will. But doesn't just have to be eagles. It can be any wildlife that uses the habitats around the river.
So it has to be like the Mississippi River backdrop, correct? Or
the Mississippi River doesn't have to be present in the photo, but we're focusing on these areas around the river.
That's
so
cool.
If you took a photo out in California and you want to submit it,
keep your butt in California, you know?
Yeah, we want our local landscape.
I love this. So what does industry look like?
So industry is what it sounds like, any industries that use the river. So that could be towboats, any
gotcha.
River industry.
Some of those are really cool.
Yeah, and then recreation is going to be like water recreation. So it could be pictures of people kayaking, fishing, any kind of recreation you do along the river. And I do want to say in the past, we've had almost entirely wildlife and landscape submissions. I think we had 2 industry submissions last year and no recreation.
Oh, there should be. There's a ton of industry.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine getting a shot of like the lock and dam opening or something during a cold day? How cool that would be?
Yeah. So we
just giving out free ideas here on the show.
Yeah, we would love to see more industry. We would love to see more recreation, especially because we got no recreation submissions last year.
Whoa.
And we do have, for the best of each subject, we do have kind of an honorable mention certificate. That's, so the best of each category. That's not like a cash prize, but it is kind of bragging rights.
Yeah.
So you can say, I got the best of the recreation category. Hopefully you weren't the only one in the recreation category. But
that'd be some thing that happened to me. But
I'd
lose actually. I'd lose the one entry category.
Yeah, but it does kind of give you bragging rights. We also have also not a cash prize, but bragging rights, a People's Choice category. So we will have little voting slips in the classroom, in the museum, for people to basically fill out which entry was their favorite whenever they walk around, and then they'll submit it, and then I'm going to tally them at the end of the period, and then whoever got People's Choice, they'll also get like a certificate, honorable mention.
Really cool. So the displays start January 11th, which does not seem like that far away.
It's not, yeah. So,
and then runs till March 14th. Now, is there going to be a like a special gathering day, like a mixer or an event?
There's not, but people are welcome to come out when it opens, as well as any day within that time period. We are open 7 days a week, unless it's a holiday that we're closed for. And we're open 9 to 5, so people are welcome to come out and check out the exhibit. We will be announcing the winners on March 15th at 9:30 a.m. I will be announcing those online on our Facebook page, as well as the Meeting the Rivers Facebook page. They will be announcing it, and we'll be posting pictures of the winners, and then we will be reaching out to the winners directly to arrange for picking up their prize.
Really cool. You got a moment to stick around?
Yeah.
I got to pay a quick bill here. 10:46, a little bit of change. We'll come back with more Daily Show right after this.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1,000,000. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Welcome back to our Daily Show. Here's CJ. Listen to my problems. Elise, getting back into this, how do we submit our photos? Because I did forget to ask you that question, which is important.
Yeah, so the photo submission, it can be a little bit confusing. Mm-hmm. So we do require a digital submission as well as a physical submission. So for the physical submission, we need that picture to be framed in a professional manner. We have guidelines online as to how you need to frame it, and that'll be brought to the museum, or you can mail it if you choose to, but we need to receive that physical copy no later than January 6th. At the same time, you also need to submit your photo digitally. So you'll do that by emailing it to meetingoftherivers@gmail.com. This info is going to be available online on our website, but you'll email JPEG copies of your photos to that email address as well. So it's really important that we get both. The entry is not going to be valid unless we get both. And so to actually register, we do have an Eventbrite page this year that the registration will be through. The way that you access that page is you can go to our website, which is mtrf.org.
I figured out what that stood for today. Meeting of the Rivers.
Yes, that is our nonprofit organization that partners with the Corps to put on this contest every year. So that website, you'll go there, you'll go to the event page, where we have all of our events throughout the year listed, and then there's a link there to click that'll take you to the photo contest page. If that's too confusing and you do follow us on Facebook, National Great Rivers Museum Facebook page, as well as the Meeting of the Rivers Foundation Facebook page, both have that event listed, and you can click that Facebook event, and the link is in there as well to that
Really
event.
cool. Okay. So, question: the frame, does that have anything to do with the winner of this competition?
Definitely not.
Okay, because you just never know if someone takes one of those basic photos and throws it in a nice frame.
No, we are looking at the photo, not the frame. Yeah.
That's cool.
We do want to make sure those frames are high quality, though.
Yeah, because it's going up.
Yeah, and we do have kind of strict requirements for the framing that's available. We have a document with all our rules and regulations available online. And we are kind of strict with that, mainly because we don't want to damage anyone's photos. So we had some issues last year. We had a couple of photos that were submitted that they attached the wire to hang it by using command strips.
Oh, yeah,
and then the command strips
Yeah.
broke, the picture fell, the picture frame broke.
Maybe for lights for 2 weeks, but not for a photo for a couple of months.
So we want to make sure that they're framed correctly for aesthetic purposes, as well as so nobody's picture gets harmed.
That would be
in
a
this contest. So
Well, okay, and now getting back into this, there's a youth category, which is 13 to 17. Submission period ends January 6th for both of them. So for the youth, you're looking for 25 youth and then 48 seniors. Right? Because you wanted to double the number from last year.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I'm remembering.
Yeah.
I remember all of these things.
That would be awesome. If we could just double the overall number,
there you go.
That would be great. If we could get, if we could get 50 people, that would be awesome.
That would put you in some good Christmas moods, huh?
50 submissions, I should say. 50 people. You can submit up to 3 photos.
Oh, okay, so that's good to know. Can they all be in the same category?
Yes, they can all be in the same category. They can all be in different categories. You can just submit 3. Now, age category, obviously, they all need to be youth or they all need to be adult. And I will say with the age requirement, so that is as of January 6th, the last day to submit.
Oh.
So if you have a kid who is 12 years old in December when they're submitting their photo, but they are going to be 13 by January 6th, they can still enter that youth category.
So I was going to ask, because you never know, you've definitely thought about this.
Yes.
What happens if little Johnny turns 18, on January 7th?
Right. Same thing with the adult category.
Yeah.
If you're 17 in December, but you're going to be 18 by that January 6th cutoff, then you need to register as an adult. And that's just to keep it fair to have that same cutoff for everybody.
There you go. All righty. Are you a Christmas person? Are you a winter person? Are you neither? Neither.
I'm not a huge winter person. I like to be warm, but I do like Christmas as well as the next person. So
there you go. Yeah. All right. With that being said, Elise, always great talking to you. We'll chat again soon, and we'll come back and wrap up this Tuesday morning that was right after this in the heart of the 618.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not. I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile. Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Welcome back to our daily show.
Well, it's alright, even if they say you're wrong. Well, it's alright.
See, wow,
Sometimes
I feel
you gotta be strong.
Cindy,
CJ.
There we go. Walk talk. All righty. You got your haircut.
I got my haircut. How are you doing?
Good. Dan looked right at you for hours and did not notice.
No, he didn't. That's so funny. It's okay. It's not. It is kind of noticeable, but it's okay.
It is noticeable.
Yeah.
But it's a good noticeable. It's not
Well,
like
thank
I'm
you.
going like, ugh, you know, like.
I appreciate
Because
that.
there are some people that get haircuts and you're like,
I appreciate that.
Give it a few days to marinate, you know.
I'm happy to hear that it's not an immediate cringe away, so that's a nice thing to hear. Yeah, I got my haircut. I don't know about you, but every now and then I get restless, and I'm like, something has to change. I don't know what, but something has to give, and it depends on what that is. Every now and then it'll be either a piercing or a tattoo or something with my hair.
It's
and
true.
so here we are. And I got the haircut.
When's the last time your style of hair has changed?
It's actually been a while. So
Yeah.
I got my last like professional haircut done in 2020, right before the pandemic, and that was the last time I let anybody else touch my hair. And then since then, I've given myself bangs and a couple of other little hair like touch-ups and that kind of thing. But this is the first time that I've done something dramatic like this in a long time. So it was 4 years worth of growth that I got cut down, and now I have like a bob going on for your listeners. Yeah.
Viewers. They can see.
Sorry. Okay. I
No. So let me ask you this. So when I read the headline of your blog, I thought you went and just decided yourself, like you just like Britney Speared that son of a gun, went right into that, you know, barber, grabbed the stylist, grabbed their materials and just started cutting it yourself.
Luckily for all of us, I did not do that. I was very tempted because this is stupid, but part of me is like, I can handle it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Part of me feels like resentful of the fact that anybody else needs to help me do my hair. I'm like, no, I can handle it. I can give myself haircuts. I can manage.
You've done a good job. Your hair always looked good.
Well, that's very nice of you because I had messed with it many times before, but no, this was the time where I said, no, this is kind of a big like chop that I'm trying to do here. So I'm actually going to go somewhere and like ask Great Clips to help me out. So I went to Great Clips.
Did you?
I did. I thought about it for 12 hours and then I rolled up to Great Clips and I said, make it choppy and sloppy and let's go. And so that's what they did. So here we are.
You know what? You had a plan.
I sort of had a plan. I thought about it for 12 hours. I requested the advice of my family and friends. They suggested I waited longer and give it some more thought. And then I said, no, thank you. I am ready.
So what was the conversation like when they were advising to wait?
Well, they were very
Was
nice
it very
about
poignant?
Not poignant, but it was very pointed, maybe. Where they were like, maybe give it a minute. But I decided that here's the thing. Once I make up my mind about something like this, I kind of just go for it. So as you can see in some of the other photos of this blog post, I kind of just go for it. So I decided that it was time, and I decided it was going to happen today. So I went and got it done.
What the hell is a balayage?
Oh, see, I think it's balayage. I don't know.
So hold on here. My hair journey has been fraught with impulsive decisions. There was a drunken night. I scheduled
I don't know how to pronounce it.
A balayage.
I don't know.
A balayage.
Maybe.
Hold on. There's a balayage that's fallen over this country. You know, like the Jimmy Carter speech. Okay, anyway. As it turns out, it wasn't what I wanted, but I was too embarrassed to cancel and spent 3 hours in a salon. Was this recent one?
This was a couple of months ago. So, yeah, I got, it's like highlights, basically, that you get in your hair.
You look good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Honestly.
no, it looked really good. No, I was a big fan and really thankful that it all worked out the way it was. But I didn't really know what I was asking for at the time. I just knew that I wanted it to be lighter. So I just kind of guessed and said that. And it wasn't quite what I was looking for, but the stylist did exactly what I asked for. You know what I mean?
Not many people can rock pink out, but you did.
That's nice of you to say. So yeah, so a couple of years ago, it was 2020. I was in the middle of a crisis, weren't we all? And I decided it was time to do something different. So I went to Walmart and I got bleach and pink hair dye, and I decided I'd give myself pink hair. So that was what I did in 2020 when everybody handled the pandemic differently. And that was my way of coping, was to give myself at 1 a.m. in my basement, giving myself pink hair. And it turned out to be very fried and frizzy and unhealthy, but unhealthy looking, but it was definitely a
Glad
vibe.
you clarified.
Yeah.
No, I think it looks great, honestly.
That's nice of you to say.
Wow.
I included a photo.
Because I'm pretty harsh about this stuff.
Yeah,
like I am
you
like
say
one of
you
the
speak your mind. Yeah.
very harsh critic about a lot of things when it comes to cosmetics. But this is and believe me, I am no expert. I got plenty of subject matter over here. I just and I give it back to myself. I do say at lunch.
Of course.
You know, I like my famous line is, "I am no David Beckham, but."
It's good to have humility.
You say you aren't the statue of David right away, and people know that you're meaning business.
Exactly,
You know?
and it lets people know, don't mess with me. So that's kind of my goal. I figured if I put the picture of me with pink hair in there, it's like, hey, here it is. I'll own it. I did this. That's on me. So there it is.
You have been very open with the audience.
I try to be. Thank you.
There you go.
Very open and honest and just truthful, speaking my truth to the audience.
That's
it's not
right.
that deep.
Good for you.
It's not that deep, but
it's
fun.
No, it is. Very deep.
Oh,
very deeply
hardcore.
rooted.
Very hardcore. Literally deeply rooted.
And don't you forget it.
Yeah.
Pal.
Dear reader. No, it's fun though. It was fun to write it and fun to reflect back on some of my choices that I made.
Let me ask you this, Sydney.
Let's hear it.
How long were you in the chair?
This time around, like 20 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah, she
Do
was
you know how long my hair takes?
How long does your hair take?
At least 55 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes I'm in that chair.
What do you get done?
You kidding me?
Like
you were talking to CJ Nasello about his hair.
I apologize. No, I want to hear it. Like I want
This
to hear
was
it.
like a big deal. You know, I was like Johnny Bravo back in the day in middle school, man. People like literally would touch my hair all the time. Like they would sit in class and pet me like a dog.
Why? Because of the
Oh, my hair was the softest in town. Like, you kidding me? I swear to God, like it was like seriously. Like this is not a
Good
joke.
for you. No,
this
good
is
for you.
100% serious.
Yeah.
Bulletin board. People like when my mom got my hair cut because she made those decisions when I was in 6th grade.
You were a child.
In 7th grade. There was like 30 notes up to my mom about do not cut CJ's hair, please.
Oh, really?
I still have them somewhere in a box.
That's bizarre.
People
But
loved my hair.
Interesting. Well, and now, who doesn't love it now?
A lot of people.
No.
A lot of people.
No, you own it.
No,
you rock it.
No, I swear to God, if my hair. So here's my problem. Dan Brannon.
Yes.
I'm going to throw him under the bus. gets on me quite a bit because we have the same stylist.
Oh, yes.
And the stylist, James, will often tell Dan that I missed an appointment. And to be fair, I was really good until the last one I missed and have not rescheduled because it was in the heat of the moment.
Right, sure.
You know, and we were busier than hell.
We were busy.
And I was like, I don't want to miss another one. And then it eventually turns into like the Elvis at the end mullet, where it's just like you just kind of spray it down and brush it back
Whatever
and you call
takes,
it wherever it lays is the way it looks, you know. And the other day I get criticized more times than people realize.
No,
If I go to the bar, because people, you know, I know the bartenders at this point in time pretty familiar, you know, and you know, they just let me have it.
They let you know, right? Yeah.
Like they're like, you know, I didn't know you just won the presidency, CJ, or you know, when are you getting on stage there, or you know.
That's funny. I'm sorry. That's funny. That's pretty good. Whoever did that. That's pretty good.
Seriously, it's been said to me before. So the worst was one time my hairspray fell out and it did this.
Oh yeah.
And like it fell down, so like I had like the little point out too. Like, oh, it was amazing. But so anyway, my hair is gonna get cut soon.
Oh,
but
that's exciting.
It takes about an hour getting back to it's the weave and getting back into the root of this, no pun intended.
Yeah, right.
I get in the chair because there's so much product in here.
Right.
And
gotta wash it out.
I always take the heat sensor out of my water heater, so like it gets hot, but it still doesn't get all the stuff off, you know. So I got hairspray and junk built in here.
Yeah, sure.
Stuff flying out of there. It's like a goddamn war zone, you know. Put on the blast shield and call it a day.
Whatever it takes. Yeah, absolutely.
And my hair is all just difficult, so it takes about an hour and a half.
Really? That's hardcore. No, that's exciting, and it seems like that is very refreshing.
Can I say something? That's why. Sorry, I know it's your segment.
No,
but
I want to hear it.
I know it's your segment. We're talking about you, but let me go back to talking about me. John gets mad at me sometimes. Because sometimes I'll not mad at me. He just does the typical CJ response, and it's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, I won't be back today."
Yeah.
Why? Well, I got a haircut at 2. Where's your haircut at? Right up the road. Well, why aren't you coming back to the office? Well, because by the time it's done, it'll be like 3:30, and
you might as well go home and work from home. Yeah, no big deal.
For a half hour,
yeah,
you know?
Right, yeah. But that's funny. No, and I get it. Like, and I have had haircuts that take a while, and you take your time with it. But like, no, this is great clips, but this is great clips, right? So they just take care of it. And so I just went in, and they said, "All right, let's cut it off." And so they did that, and they gave me exactly what I wanted. So I'm very pleased with what I got, but it was quick and it was awesome.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Good job. We'll take a quick break. More blog talk after this.
You are invited to this year's Christmas concert at River Church. There are 4 amazing performances for you to choose from. See why so many people make this a part of their yearly Christmas tradition.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was going to make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
And you know it will.
Alrighty. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Oh, wait, no. This is Friday. What did you do for Thanksgiving?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
We got there.
Yeah.
No, for Thanksgiving, I am going to see a couple of family members, which will be very nice. And we're
Where?
just in Alton, so very low key, just nice. No need to interrogate.
What time?
No need to interrogate, but it'll be very nice. And then on Friday,
Longitude and latitude.
Exactly. I can only do so much, CJ. Today, Friday, I'm going to have a little Friendsgiving moment with a couple of friends.
What
which
are you
will be very
cooking?
Nice. We're actually going out to breakfast, so
What
that'll
breakfast?
be fun. I don't know, somewhere in
Man,
St.
I am really just...
You're grilling
I
me.
am
I don't know,
grilling
and
you.
I don't know the answers to these things. I'm just along for the ride. So what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
My family's in town, from Florida, so they all came in. The the grandkids from my grandma
Yeah.
came in, and my uncle and aunt. So Wednesday we hung around, and I got a little bit crossed and had some fun playing cards. And then
Nice.
Thanksgiving we had some fun and ate a meal. And
Sounds good to me.
Then today I am literally going to sit on my couch.
Sounds good to me.
And
That's a
Saturday
good break.
and Sunday, I'm going to sit on my couch.
That's a good break. That sounds nice. A nice little refresher moment. Yeah.
Needed.
Yeah.
Very
it's been
needed.
busy.
It
It's been
has
busy in a
been.
good way. But
Well, hell, I mean, this sickness. I mean, God dang.
you've been hit.
I thought you guys were gonna die. I
I
hate
got
to
lucky
get
so
a little
far.
bit
So far.
uncensored here, but God dang, I had
Knock on wood.
I really did have some illness, and I
Yeah.
told Mike it's bad when I'm not talking to Mike in the morning. I'm
Yeah,
sitting in my
right.
office. You know what I'm saying? and so I was literally on death's door. And then Friday I had all those guests coming in because I couldn't get them on Zoom.
Right.
I literally thought I was going to kill Lacey McDonald.
No, that would have been horrible.
I checked on her on Monday.
That's a
I
good
literally
idea.
was like, "Is everyone okay at the library?" Because I was terribly sick.
I love Lacey. I'm glad you didn't kill her.
God,
and I'm
you
sorry
got-
that you didn't get. I'm sorry that you were sick too. You really got hit with it.
I did. I really did. And then I still didn't cancel the show, though.
Yeah, no, it's very
Will not do
impressive. Very impressive.
Will not do it.
Look at you go and following through on your holiday shows. It's pretty cool.
Did you go Black Friday shopping?
I don't generally go Black Friday shopping.
Boo!
I will probably.
I'm just kidding. I
I'll
don't either.
probably go a little bit.
Do you know what happens? My payday is never on Black Friday.
Literally. So it's like
it's always the week before or after, and I don't have the extra bucks to
That sounds about right.
But Black Friday used to be a sport.
It used to be hardcore. I had
Like
family
a
that would
real
go
sport. support.
hardcore, yeah.
Like, you know, like, honestly, I dated a girl in St. Louis, and during Black Friday, we would go to, like, the Galleria and stuff. I would just watch.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta
oh
stay
my
out of the
God,
way.
are you kidding me? Just to observe this.
You got to stay out of the way. That is why it's not for me. It's too stressful.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of like
People getting trampled.
Yeah, no.
Oh
I'm
my
not
God!
That
Remember
brave.
that at the Jerseyville Walmart years ago? Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was wild
That
and
poor
terrible.
old lady, yeah.
It's insane a little bit what people go for.
But see, I think that that's what makes it fun, because I think it was like a thrill. Like the mom, the dad would
It is
see
a
you
thrill.
opening that gift from Santa on Christmas, you know, and they're remembering the individual they punched in the mouth for that, you know, tickle me Elmo.
The adrenaline rush that people have.
They're like, I cut somebody for that Xbox game.
I can't relate to this because I've never gone that hardcore Black Friday shopping, but I imagine the adrenaline rush has got to be incredible.
I shoved that guy for that damn doll.
So shout out, I guess, to everybody going Black Friday shopping. Be safe and have fun, but like people
Now let
are
me ask
hardcore.
you the hardest question
I'm
of
ready.
the day. This is one that could get you in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Depending on how you answer.
I already towed the line with my Great Clips comment, so let's hear it.
Are you going to support the small businesses on Saturday?
Oh, and that's something I'll get behind, right? So Black Friday kind of like is a little bit overwhelming, but Small Business Saturday as like a follow-up to that is such a cool idea. So
Are you going?
yeah, I'll see what's going on. I'll see what my family's
What
doing.
stores are you going to?
I don't know.
I'm getting you in trouble today. I am trying to get you.
I'll say this. I've done a lot of Christmas shopping already. So
You have. Like, honest to God, I've been jealous as hell of you.
Well,
like,
let's not get too
No.
jealous, 'cause,
Because you're sitting there at the lunch table, you know, just happen to brag about, you know, all these gifts. No, you're like, when you brought it up, though, and said, you know, you made this decision.
I'm working on it. Working to do some Christmas shopping early this year.
Remember I told you in June, I said, I want to go get my Christmas shopping done before October.
Well, good for you for even attempting that, because that's
Thanks.
far away from
wow,
like, what I
thank
can
you.
manage.
I didn't even get that far, okay? I have a mountain to climb.
Literally, it's so stressful, and for what? But that being said, most of my Christmas shopping that I've done so far has been through small businesses and through Etsy and like.
Oh, look at you
independently owned
getting your
people.
2 cents in on that topic.
I try to, yeah, real quick. I try
Little
to
disclaimer
shop small.
for us.
So that's what I try to focus on. But no, it's kind of wild. Like, can we just really quick? Can we go on like a little bit of a tirade about the fact that we have to shop this much anyway for Christmas stuff? Like, this is ridiculous. It's just so commercialized.
So
It's
can I
beyond the point?
here?
Yeah.
Let me make. So I'm always been on the other side of this coin.
Oh, let's hear it.
I've been the lone argument for why we should buy more gifts.
Really?
Oh
Let's
my
hear
God!
it.
Oh, so everyone always tells me I'm wrong, so it's all good. You don't have to agree with me at all. But I feel like it makes me so happy to buy things for people.
Oh, okay. Well, when you put it like that.
Like, honestly, that's what it is. I truly get happy to buy
Yeah.
something for somebody else. I could give a damn if it's for myself. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, okay, that's
right,
cool,
whatever.
you know, like. But when it's like even a candle, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll buy that for somebody.
Okay, when you put it like that, like gift giving is
I
a love
actually
language.
care.
Like, good for you.
You
No,
know?
that's awesome. No, I guess I'm a Scrooge, because for me, I'm like, this is just so much work. But I do like giving gifts and that kind of thing, so that'll be fun. And you know, that was my blog last week. Actually, was about the Christmas season and all of that. So we'll see what happens going into the Christmas season. I'm sure it'll be fun for everybody.
Okay, we got some news already for next Monday.
Oh.
Let's wait on that because that's a little bit too important, right? Or a little bit too different. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll talk about that off the air.
All right.
Okay.
Interesting.
Wow, what an
interesting.
email. Okay. So what else are you talking about, working on? What else do we need to talk about?
What else going on? You know, it's just we're finishing up the day-to-day, getting a little bit of a break these next few days for both of us for Thanksgiving, which is going to be really nice. And then we're hitting the ground running on Monday. I look forward to jumping in and hitting all of the holiday seasonal stuff that we do every year. I think that'll be fun, and it'll be great to see what the community's up to.
There you go. We did it again, Sydney Blog Talk.
Look at us go.
Last one of the month.
Nice.
There
wow.
you go.
This
Last
year's
interview.
flown by.
It has. Hey, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back and wrap up this Friday morning right after this one.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
If I had 2 dozen roses and
where does the time go, my friends? We are out of it here on this Black Friday, and I hope that all of you continue to go have fun shopping, find those great deals, win Black Friday. You know, that's the biggest message of the weekend. Hey, as we head into the first week of December, this show is literally full until the start of the new year, and it's just really great to see. So I hope you guys join me for more great conversations. And in the meantime, have a great weekend. Go shop. Go have fun. Go shop small businesses and help them have a great winter shopping, holiday shopping experience. On that note, talk to you Monday. Until then, try your best to stay out of jail.